All right, this is John Chapman with Eat Sleep Fantasy and the 49ers Hub, and we are going to be breaking down Jimmy Garoppolo, number 10, the 49ers' future, and what makes him so great. We're going to be going over a lot of things: footwork, pocket presence, read progression, so stay with us, and if you got any questions, let us know. But let's get right into it. First couple plays I want to talk about is just footwork with JimmyG, and you can see here just from the start, this is exactly what you want from a quarterback. He's calm and collected. One of the worst things that you see with quarterbacks nowadays, they get excited and they jump up on their toes, or they get too wide of a base. Think about Josh Allen, the new quarterback that just came out of the draft to Buffalo. That is awful because once you go to pass, you are stuck. Now, here we can see him scrambling out. And one of my favorite things that we're going to see over and over again is whenever he gets ready to throw, you will see him flip his hips around and deliver, even if he's going against his body here. Right here, he's running to his left. He's a right-handed guy, so he squares up his shoulders, even though he's got two guys coming at him to make this throw, which is just uncanny. It's an incomplete pass, but we're going to see this theme again. Now, again, here we're going to see him. He rolls out. Look at his eyes as soon as he gets his depth. One of the things that is undersold on Jimmy Garoppolo is his play action. Everybody goes with this play action. He has no qualms with having his back completely to the defense. But once he gets out and he flips his head around, his feet follow. So even though he is running this way, his feet, his hips, his shoulders, his eyes are all square or to the line of scrimmage. And once he decides to throw, again, look at that. He is hopping to his right, but completely squared up. Now, this is an easy pass, and he makes easy passes very easy for his wide receivers. Floats it out there. Big gain right there. All right, as we move through here again, what we're going to see is just from a different perspective, a very similar play. And so right off the bat again, he loves turning his back to the defense, and you can see everybody flowing this way. Everything is flowing this way, which is going to set him up a clean alley. And this is part scheme too. But again, if you look right here, these are unique traits. Throwing against your body and everything, and just a nice, easy, soft pass for a touchdown. Great job there. Now, this part right here we're going to show a couple times. First off, look how calm he is in the pocket. Now, watch his eyes and his hips. Did you see that? I'm going to show it to you again after this play is over. This tiny little bitty, watch his hips open as he looks to the right, and then he's going to transition back. Whether he's actually looking to make this pass or just to pull the safety over, we don't know. But again, you see him just that real quick. He opens his hips and his eyes, and then he shifts back. Man, that is just unreal what he does with his hips and his footwork. It's almost like a duck, right? Like calm and collected up top. Everything's chill, but underneath his feet and everything is just going crazy. Boom, man, that's unreal. One, it creates better throwing lanes. And again, you got Jadeveon Clowney coming to knock you out the whole time while you're staying so chill. But perfect pass with the safety and corner there. And this is going to be our last one right here for the footwork. But just see how his feet change with his eyes in that very first part. He looks to the left, then he switches, or to his right. Watch how his feet just are connected to the body. And again, chill. Let's just scramble out, throw against our body right there for the touchdown. Solid work. Now what I want to do is focus a little bit more on his pocket presence and what he does in the pocket. Now, right off the bat, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 blitzers coming out at him. And again, I don't know if you saw that. You're facing a 6-man blitz, and he gets to his second read. We're not even talking about reads yet, but that is awesome. Stands in the pocket. He's got a linebacker coming at him and gets this perfect pass to Goodwin. And even not only just a perfect pass, but if you notice, watch Goodwin's body language. He leads him away from the defender so that he can try to get some yards after the play. Now, this right here is my favorite play of the entire year. And it's an incompletion. That's the thing that sucks about this. But let's go back to this right here. This is Jadeveon Clowney. They're running kind of a stunt delayed blitz off the side, and our O-line, who none of these 3 guys are going to be here next year, they totally blow it. And as you can see Anytime you are watching your quarterback get hit, you're playing very bad football. But again, Jadeveon Clowney comes completely free off the edge, but that's okay. What's Garoppolo do? Look at that. Stands in the pocket. I mean, just launches a bomb. This ball travels 45 yards in the air, leads him perfectly. Carlos Hyde for the touch. Oh, no. He drops the pass. We can laugh about it now, right? But again, just look how just fundamental this is with his hips, his shoulders, his arms, his elbows up. His eyes are downfield. He's not trying to protect himself. He's trying to make a play. That's a 50-yard touchdown that was dropped. Man, stats don't tell the whole story. Here we go. We got another big blitz coming at him here. And again, right off the bat, you can see both linebackers come in. And what they're going to do is they're going to switch here. So you can call this a double-A switch, cross dogs. It's got all kinds of different names. Different people call it. But so again, you've got a 5-man blitz and 2 backers, and you've got both your end guys dropping off in zone. No big deal. You got a big old Jarrell Casey coming at you right here. And what he's able to do is just stay in the pocket and allow the play to develop despite the blitz. And, man, look at the pass, because he created time by being patient and trusting his team. He is a team player. That's kind of what he is. And what he does is he believes in the system and he executes inside of the system. And we'll talk a little bit later about scheme and Jalen Ramsey and all those things. But that was a play. That's a hell of a pass. Now, this one right here, this is fun, because what I want to show you here, he waits. I'm going to rewind it for this linebacker. I'm going to go back. Watch 52 here. He waits and waits and waits for this linebacker to turn around and takes a hit because of it, because he knows eventually he has to get that depth. Again, he's trying to find him, but as soon as he turns around, oh, that ball is gone and in the air. It doesn't matter. As soon as he turns around, he's got him. Now, is that a difficult play? Hell yeah, it is. I mean, look at this. He's throwing into this little tight window, but he's giving his player a chance, and he's trusting his guy over the other one. And again, let's watch the hit that he takes here on. Gosh, man, Trent Brown gets beat bad there. And, man, just gets clobbered there. Again, I just love that. I could watch that all day. All right, let's focus on read progression now. And even though we're seeing lots of different things in every single one of these clips, this is just beautiful. Look at everything moving left. That should tell you right off the bat, this play's going back to our right. And there we go. This is, I mean, use speed against them. Now, this is great because this is just a simple flood route. I'll fast forward it real quick. So what you're going to see here is we're attacking the sideline or the right quarter of this field at 3 different levels. Very old play. You got a deep, you got a middle route, and you got a shallow route. Now, and there's nothing special about this play. This is, I mean, John Elway days back in the day. The bootleg off the edge. Montana did it a little bit, but it started way back with the Broncos. But anyway, that's not what's special. What's special is his eyes. Right here, there's a lot of different ways he can go, but he extends the play. There's nothing available. You can see you don't want to make this pass. You don't want to make this pass. You'll put him in the hospital. And so what does he do? He is just patient and waits and waits and waits. Again, the 2 shallow routes that are covered, he checked both those off and allows him to make, man, look at that. That is just unreal. Look at the toe drag. You can see the turf pellets coming up. That is beautiful. Just be patient and allow players to get separation because you know what's coming. Right here, let's see here on the goal line. Again, playoff team. Man, I love this. Steps back, calm and collected. Again, we saw him open up his hips. What's he going to do? Oh, it turns into backyard football. Let's just go find your man in the corner of the end zone and get that touchdown. But what I want to try to do is count how many reads he got through in this play. Real quick. Primary receiver, nope. Secondary receiver across the field, nope. All right, let's just try to get some space. Oh, now we're back to the right side. That's his 3rd. Oh, he's directing traffic. I mean, that's at least 4 reads that he got through on one play. All right, let's continue just with the read and just kind of what he's looking at. Oh, man, you can see it right off the bat. So, again, very small play. Well, I mean, it goes for a touchdown, but a very small move in the scheme of things. And this is a chess match between two people. Jimmy Garoppolo and this linebacker right here on the strong side. Now, they are literally going to stare at each other and watch what Jimmy does with his shoulders and his hips to create space here. So as soon as he starts to step back, boom. Again, it's so small. It's so small. But what happens is as soon as Jimmy opens up his hips, as soon as he's looking that way, he starts to widen because he's just reading his eyes, and he's creating a bigger throwing window right here. Great job by the center here, pushing over, giving a throw-in lane. But as soon as he does that, he just moves back. And you almost got to do it like in slow motion, because as soon as he starts to go, as soon as he goes right here, he gets space, and then he goes right back in. So let's look at it one more time. Get space, throw it in, let the big man do the rest. Great job. All right, this one's in slow-mo just because I want to focus only on his feet and just what he's trying to accomplish. Right here, he's going and he's going to pump fake it and looks to the very next way. But just look at the way in which he reads and is so calm, and his release is so quick, even in slow motion, that you watch the defensive end here try to react. Well, no, I'm good. I'm just going to wait, chill, go right across the middle. And again, whenever you look at whenever he opens up his hips and makes his shoulders parallel, that is just unreal. Just, man, it's a clinic. You can see how his weights come off of his heel. Everything is aligned straight from his heel all the way through his shoulder. As the weight is transferring onto his front foot, you can see the slight knee bend. He's planted through his heel here, and you can see exactly where this ball is going. If you follow the trajectory of his shoulder, everything is aligned. Perfect. One of Jimmy's specialties is just destroying the zone. And what he does it over and over again, is this very difficult over the linebacker in front of the safety leading away from the corner. It's almost like a triangle, and he does it with perfection and ease on the regular. One, because of our offense and just all of the motions and every single thing that we do, we are able to show our quarterback right off the bat when it's zone and when it's not. But as soon as this corner gives space, and the fact that this linebacker is looking at him, you know right away he's not in man. He's got to get to a space, and he exploits that. And because of the way he throws, just soft and easy, he's got great touch, he is able to exploit that big time. Again, right here, we see it again. It's the exact same defense. Why are they doing this? I don't know. But he just waits for all the linebackers. And again, you can see 1, 2, 3. Every linebacker's eyes are on this underneath route. And so what does he do? He just dumps it right over the top. Just dumps it right over the top with ease. Boom. It doesn't matter who you're throwing to. That's Big Selig, dog. It doesn't matter. You can't do it. Now, right here, this is where, again, you don't change your defense, you're screwed up. He picks on 59 pretty good right here. He's trying to get depth, but there's no way that he can get. These are 3 passes in the same game and they don't fix it. But watch what Jimmy is looking at. As soon as he squares up, his eyes are on this backer, and he knows he's got a route coming in right behind here, and he's just waiting on those hips or those shoulders to turn this direction, because after he goes this way, there's no way he can catch what's coming across. And it's just patience, and boom, as soon as he opens, you throw it to the space he just alleviated because he can't make the play. Gosh, man, that's just poor coaching on their part, great coaching on ours. One thing that's special about what Jimmy Garoppolo does is he gives his players chances. Now, you can see he's already in his throwing motion as soon as this break starts. He's running a comeback route. Now, he's pouncing on this and doing a great job. However, he puts it in a spot where his guy has a chance. And we'll see some interceptions on very similar things later. But one thing that you would have to love if you're a receiver is you want to play with a guy that believes in you and will throw it to you in these difficult situations. You can see how he's extended. He's going to get the ball. That corner's on his hip. But Jimmy's not scared of anything. He's going to make throws. Now, this is kind of the infamous, this is when the Jimmy party started. You can see the time, 5 seconds, last play of the game against Seahawks. Game's already out, but it doesn't matter. We are playing for a touchdown here. And he goes out and he creates. Okay, the initial read wasn't there. I don't understand why these routes are not in the end zone right here. Well, I think a lot of it, too, is they weren't planning on him going in. This is after CJ got hurt at the end of the game. So, anyway, they didn't have the full book going through. So, he scrambles, creates his own. But, again, he's just got in for the first time. And look how calm, cool, and collected this guy is. And just so chill. Look at his body language, his demeanor. He's not uptight, rolling against his body. And just, man, such a quick motion. Just that snap. Just goes from chill to just fires it quick and gives his guy a chance. Now, he comes down with the catch, and it's just absolutely amazing. But there's things that you can take away from this because, one, he's putting the ball in a place where you can score. If this was the end of the game, you're not throwing it out of the back of the end zone like Alex Smith has done a few times. You are giving your guy a chance. And if you throw an interception, then who cares? Because this game's over. And if this was a winning situation, you gave your team a chance to win. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 5 interceptions and 5 starts, and that's way too many. I want to talk just briefly about each one of those. He's got to protect the ball better. But again, as always, there's never just one. Here's Louis Murphy, gets the ball in his hands, and then Fuller just rips it out. Fuller's a beast, but again, it's a both and. This one right here, you got Taylor, a rookie, on an option route. He turned into the coverage instead of out to the coverage. So this is just a miscommunication between a rookie and a quarterback that has not started much, and the interception takes place there. That's a both and fault. This one, he's going to get hit as he's throwing the ball. And so you can see here, disrupts his motion, hits his throwing arm. The ball, I almost think that on this pass, I've watched it too many times. I really think he was trying to throw it out of the back of the end zone, but you could see it just duck out to Bourne. I don't know how that was going to be completed. I really, really don't. Here again, we have Bourne, back-to-back interceptions to Bourne. It's in separate games, but 2 of them were targeted towards him. He just falls down on the route. You see him slip there, and this was going to be a possible highlight catch, or it was going to be intercepted anyway. Trying to throw basically this flag route where you corner and then go into a post in between a safety and a corner would have been difficult, but he did have a little bit of a step on him. Again, if you look at him here, he's got room and position. He just slips. Then it goes down. So that's number 4. And this last one is just on, it's Marquise Goodwin on an in-breaking route, and the corner baits him. The reason why the corner can bait him, and what I mean by that is where the corner basically says, oh, yeah, you're in front of me, but I'm going to slingshot myself around you and get in front of you because I've watched enough film to know what you're doing. But he rounded off his route. Can't do that. This last section is going to be just scheme and how Jimmy operates. I call this the Jalen Ramsey section. Hashtag source sport. Anyway, right off the bat, what we're going to see here is we're going to motion out to empty. And as soon as this happens, this is they don't check out of it in time. And as soon as this play is snapped, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a 5-man blitz. And what he's going to do is he throws and attacks into the blitz. He didn't disguise it well enough on this side, which means you've got a linebacker / safety one-on-one with Trent Taylor with space on the inside and outside. He just sits. Goodness, that's way too much separation in the field. That's a scheme play. Okay, that I give it to you there. Now, right here, we talked about this play earlier, but I want to show it from a different angle. Gosh, again, you have an underneath route, and again, they're running this crappy under zone. And so you got linebacker, linebacker, linebacker all staring here, and you got a safety backpedaling on the backside hash, and you're running a post across. And it's just, man, that is scheme, that is film, that is beautiful. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got next. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Again, we're motioning out into empty. Breida tries to go the wrong way. But what we did is we put Goodwin inside and we motioned Breida outside. They do not make the adjustment correctly. And so what they do is they check into a simple cover 2. You can see it there. You got 2 high safeties. And then right here, you got man-on-man Marquise Goodwin with the backer. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this isn't going to work. You just run a simple 5-yard out. Look at all the space. Both safeties are trying to get to deep halves. And even your corner, he's in shuffle kind of technique there. There's no way this will ever work in football, ever. And that is scheme. That is playbook. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, continuing on with our scheme conversation, what we're going to see here, we got Juice coming in motion. That's not Juice, sorry. I think that's Paulson, one of the tight ends. I think that's Paulson. All right, he's going to come back. So he's going to block back, and what happens is these 2 linebackers get very confused as to what their responsibilities are. Part of it is Telvin Smith on the outside here sells out completely to the run. You'll see him. He believes this is straight run. It's play action. He is already in. Now you have Juice with a full head of steam and Paul Posluszny trying to catch him, and there is nobody else. There's nobody else. Look at all that room. That is just pure scheme there, and I get the Jalen Ramsey reference right here, but again, you got to execute this, and there is nobody better at play action than this. There's something that happens to a defender when you see the quarterback turn his back to you. Your eyes are elsewhere. It's natural. It's just what happens. Absolutely executed, perfect soft pass. Gets lots of yards after catch. Right here, now there was some debate on Twitter about where this play came from. I posted it about a month ago, and I wanted to show it again. And it's happened. They did this in Atlanta, but what's going to happen is Marquise Goodwin's going to fake a jet sweep or an end around, but he's going to stop and then pivot back out into the flats. And this is a one-on-one match. This is going to clear out all these guys, no big deal, but it's a one-on-one match between Goodwin and the play side backer right here, which that's not fair. So he motions back out. You throw it to the space he just alleviated. Then you allow him to do his dance. But again, you're taught as a linebacker, again, that you stay with your key, and if it flows to the opposite side, then your eyes have to find something else. So his eyes came off of his key, and now you're just trying to read the quarterback and get into space and try to make a play. But he realizes what happened. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that is just taking advantage. I know McVay did this. It's happened lots of places, but Shanahan's the earliest I've found that has done this.